Alright, what's going on? So, it's February 1st right now, Saturday. This is going to be my first meal. It's 2 slices of French toast with 4 eggs. It's on that German dark wheat bread, and then also about 40 grams of peanut butter. I weighed in this morning at 173.4, so that's good. I'm progressing. Everything's going as planned. Today, I'm actually going to go do a push day, so the next clip you see of me is going to be that, and maybe I'll do like a voiceover or some raw footage. I'm not sure yet, but that's going to be the next clip, so I'll see you at the gym. Alright, so to start the warm-up, I like to ride the bike. Do about 5 to 10 minutes. Today we only did 6, but I like to use this bike instead of the normal stationary bike because this bike you can warm up your upper body as well instead of just your legs. Right now I'm not grabbing the handles, but most of the time I was. After we do the 6 minutes or warm up on the bike, then we'll move over to doing back extensions and some resistance band work to loosen up the shoulder. First thing, on back extensions, it's important to not go as high as you can. The main goal of this movement is just to contract the lower back muscles, but if you go up too high, you might compress your spine, and that might lead to some issues in the future. So make sure you're just going up to about where you're just straight. You're not like overextending your back. And you see here, I picked up a kettlebell. It's a 35-pound kettlebell, and I do 3, I think we did actually 4 sets of this. So 4 sets of the back extensions, and then 4 sets of this resistance band work. The resistance band work, basically you're just going to put tension on your shoulder from different angles. So you see here, I start with like overhead, and then like I'll kind of move down to being like eye level in front of my head. But really the shoulder is a ball and socket joint, so it's able to move very freely and has a lot of range of motion. So it's important to warm it up from all angles, and that's what I'm doing here. It's more of like the rear delt warm up, and then later on I'll do like from the hip up to do maybe like some side delt and front delt work. Yeah, so here's what I'm doing. So right now I'm hitting the front delt, and then I'll do like kind of move over to the side as I do it and just kind of hit it from different angles to warm up. And then switch arms obviously and do the other arm, and do this for about 4 times. So after the resistance band and back extensions, we move over to doing pull-ups, and we do 4 sets of 10. Obviously, since my shoulder surgery, I'm not able to do my full body weight for pull-ups, so I use about 40 pounds of assistance here. But it's, basically, we're doing a push day, so I would like to warm up my shoulders and get a pump in my back, because I feel like having a pump in my back allows me to have like a solid base and allows me to squeeze my back while I'm doing any pressing movements, and it doesn't loosen up mid press, so it doesn't take the tension away from the chest. So that's why I'm doing pull-ups here, and like I said, it's 10 reps for 4 sets. So this is my friend coming up now, and he does his normal body weight pull-ups. He doesn't do any assistance, but he also is doing 4 sets of 10. So that's what we do, and after this we'll move into the actual chest workout. Alright, so after the warm-up, we actually started this workout with flat dumbbell bench, 5 sets of 10. But I don't know what happened to the clip, so this is going to start the video. But for flat, I think I went up to about 40 pounds dumbbells, and it's nice, like it didn't really bother my shoulder that much, so that's nice to see that my shoulder is getting back to strength, and it's kind of moving normally and performing in a normal way. But for this, it's incline bench at the 4th level, so 5 is basically a shoulder press, and then 4 is this angle that you see here. We did 4 sets of 10 reps. I only went up to 35 pounds, really focusing on getting a good stretch, moving the weight down instead of straight down, kind of moving it down to the bottom of my pec or like my sternum area, and it gives a better stretch. So this is my friend. I believe he went up to 50 pounds on this. I'm not really sure, but he's doing the same things, making sure the reps are slow, controlled, and you get a good stretch and contraction. And there's really no point in throwing the weight around. Obviously, if we wanted to do that, we could up the weight a lot, but it's really not going to be as effective as doing it like this. And especially with this push workout, I have two push workouts on the program. The first one doesn't really have as much volume, so you can kind of go heavier. You're not actually throwing the weight around, but it's just not slow like this. So next we move into a superset of upright rows and lateral dumbbell raises. For upright rows, it's kind of easy to cheat by like either pulling with your elbows or like lifting your traps up instead of just moving it by the shoulder. So I like to focus on pulling with my shoulder, getting a nice stretch at the bottom and a good squeeze at the top. Uh, this is gonna, you can kind of go heavier on this movement, so it's gonna kind of pre-exhaust for the lateral raises, but it's 4 sets of 8 reps each. So for lateral raises, basically I don't like going any higher than 90 degrees, so parallel with the floor. I feel like if you go any higher than that, it's going to take tension off the muscle and start putting tension on the joint. Like picture you're holding a weight up straight up and all the weight's pressing down on the joint. There's no tension on the muscle really. So holding it straight out parallel with the floor, there's going to be less tension on the joint and more on the muscle. So we do 4 sets of 8 reps on that, and then we move on to the next exercise. So what we do next, 4 sets of 10 of face pulls. So with these, I kind of like to do 2 sets at like slightly downward of an angle, and then 2 sets slightly up. So you'll see in a second I'll transition into doing the sets slightly up. So I like to do this just to hit everything from a different angle. So the shoulder is a ball and socket joint, so it has a lot of range, like it can cover a lot of range. So if you're not hitting the shoulder from every angle, then you're leaving gains on the table and you're not really getting the full benefit of training your shoulders. You're just kind of getting that one muscle head. Like if you stick in one path, you're only working a certain section of the shoulder. You're not going to hit it all, and it's not going to be a complete muscle. So that's why I do this, and I kind of do this with everything. I'll hit everything at separate angles. So switch it up slightly every time you go or every week or so, and it'll really help transform and get that definition and separation in the muscle. So after that, we go to close grip bench. We actually did incline dumbbell fly, but something happened to that clip as well. So here this is. We did 4 sets of 12 on incline dumbbell fly and 4 sets of 10 on close grip bench. So basically I like to do this sometimes in the beginning, sometimes at the end. Obviously, if you do it in the beginning, you're going to be able to lift more weight. But if you do it towards the end, your triceps are slightly more taxed. And I feel like you're getting a better mind muscle connection, and it's just more focused on the tricep instead of maybe the chest if you're lifting heavier. But here, I actually threw in a clip of me jumping because I have bunnies and I gotta let the world know that I can get up there. But I touched this red part of the ceiling up there. I don't know exactly how high it is, but I estimate it's probably anywhere from 9.5 feet to 10 feet. But as you can see, I did touch it, and I'm hyped about that because I don't think anybody can jump as high as me in the gym. I'm only 5'10", so it's impressive to me. And then we finished the workout with tricep extensions, tricep push-downs with the rope. This basically is simple. Keep your shoulder locked and control the movement at the elbow. Full stretch, pause at the bottom, pause at the top, and try not to use any momentum. If you have to use momentum towards the end of your rep, then at least get a good pause at the contraction and lower it as slow as you can, because sometimes maybe towards the end of the sets, your triceps will get a little fatigued and you might not be able to get it all the way down. But 4 sets of 10 of that, and then we finished the workout. We actually did some cardio after that. We did 15 minutes on the bike. So that's that. I went home, cooked up a meal, and then you'll see that next.
Alright, so while that cooks, I'm gonna go shower. And then by the time I'm done showering, this should be done. I'm gonna cook up some lentils for my second meal, and then I'll show you guys that. So see you later. Alright, so this is my second meal. I didn't make any lentils. I decided to make sweet potato instead. So it's about 200 grams of cooked sweet potato, 10 ounces of chicken. I threw some cinnamon on the sweet potato and some coconut oil. And I'm gonna try to edit this workout video and do this voiceover right now. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long, but I'm gonna eat this and check back in with you later. So peace out. Alright, what's up? So it's about 9 o'clock right now. I'm gonna have my last meal. I'm just gonna have 150 grams of sweet potato, half a cup of rice, and a quarter cup of lentils. I'm gonna finish editing this video. Hopefully I can get it up by tonight. But thank you for watching if you watched, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.